Hello everyone, my name is McKenna Boykin and this is my presentation on why thrifting is better. Thrifting is more cost effective and environmentally sound than the current infrastructure we have for shopping. 92 million tons of clothing is left in the dump annually. This has drastic negative effects on climate change, sustainability, and the quick disregard we have for fast fashion items, which leads to a lot of excess waste. With only 1% of clothing getting recycled, we have to do our part and reutilize used clothing. Think of all the clothes you've ever outgrown. A favorite t-shirt, a really nice piece that's not raggedy or has holes in it or anything. A lot of families give away clothing items that are still nice and new. So I'm tying this in so the stereotype that all items in thrift stores are raggedy can be dispelled, because yeah, you can really find great pieces and hidden gems in thrift stores. Over the next few moments, I'm going to share the damage the fast fashion industry does on the environment, the damage the fast fashion industry has on human life, like poor working conditions and child labor, and ways to reduce fast fashion usage by upcycling your own pieces that you already have. I'm credible on this topic because I've already started transitioning my clothing shopping to more sustainable ways. And I've researched a lot about thrift shopping and its positive effects on decreasing climate change and sustainability. Everyone has felt some of the effects of climate change, so this is really something in everyone's control that they can be more mindful of, and it's a really great start to being sustainable. So, over 250 million hours of child labor has been completed this year alone, and 85 million children are subject to poor conditions in mines, ships, and the clothing industry, most importantly. So a 10-year-old Indian child was subject to a decade of bonded labor, which essentially means they were enslaved for 10 years over a $17 American debt their family owed. So we really have to do our part in decreasing our reliance on fast fashion factories and their poor practices. Now we'll move into my next point of how damaging the fast fashion industry is on the environment. Logically speaking, climate change is greatly affected by the fast fashion industry. 10% of carbon emissions have been produced through clothing production alone. So, this is something in most people's control though. By thrifting, you're really doing your part in decreasing fast fashion. And fast fashion increases the amount of micropollutants in our food, water, and in the air. In one wash cycle, 700,000 microfibers gets released into water. So it's polluting water, it's highly wasteful of water. Millions and millions of gallons of water go into making clothes. So it has a largely negative effect on the environment. Now that you've heard my points on how fast fashion has negatively affected the environment, I'm going to address how to upcycle clothes to make them into new items. Upcycling is a fun way to customize and really change up a piece. It really can increase one's creativity, and you don't have to know how to sew to add on new pizzazz to an item. For example, a simple addition of buttons, sleeves, cropping, and just layering of a piece can make it and give it new life. So it decreases clothing waste in landfills a byproduct of that is leading to less carbon emissions and wasted resources on clothing. In conclusion, I've gone over the negative effects of the fast fashion industry has on human life, the environment, and just ways to upcycle things you already have to decrease fast fashion usage. Everyone can thrift more often to reduce fast fashion's impact on climate change, and the less support we give to fast fashion means less child labor and poor conditions in factories and just human rights issues. I challenge you all to take a moment and go in your closet and just find one piece that you feel like you can customize today and just give new life. And I hope my presentation really made you guys think about your practices and where you want to shop and get your clothes in the future. Thank you.